SFU's had a good preseason so far. They lost to UBC last week. Or was it UBC?
Yeah, UBC. They had a split weekend. UBC and then beat Okanagan.
Okanagan, yes, that was one. And then obviously, as we mentioned, the win last night against Trinity Western. What are we looking for?
Well, this is the first game that we've seen.
Yes.
So, I'm just curious on, this is going to be a very intense game. It'll probably be a little bit of keeping emotions in check. Trinity Western's maybe a bit more removed from the BCIHL days. I believe they have 4 players on the roster still from BCIHL action. But these two teams, I think, there's definitely always the potential for things to get a little bit heated and stay calm.
As we'll see as Trinity Western wins the opening face-off as Jürgen Heidt plays it across to McMillan. A huge check from Jacob Lucas to start this one. Borionek's going to enter the zone. Tries to throw it in the middle, knocked down by Tristan Cross, who had a goal in the final. Puck's played off the boards and down. And that should be icing against SFU.
Mike.
Sorry, and a whistle.
Sorry, this is the early
it's our preseason. It's our preseason too.
Michael Herrick in net for SFU, a first-year goaltender, one of 3 goalies. It's going to be a crowd crease. It'll be an interesting competition. He's got some SJHL pedigree, putting up a .925 save percentage with Battlefield North Stars last year.
And 2 returning goaltenders as the puck was sent down back for icing again. As backing him up tonight is Andrew Henderson, who you might remember from a couple years ago.
Yeah, returning from the 1920 season, where he was kind of the 1B. I think he actually, with splitting with Patrick Zubik, he actually won that, the goalie battle that year over Michael Lenko, who last year led SFU to the championship. And then obviously Dolan, was great last year.
Cale Dolan, who is also back.
So it's going to be interesting. 3 very capable goalies.
Caleb Parkhouse, one of the new recruits for SFU, is forechecking. Travis Riveda, the captain of Trinity Western, and yes, a guy who's been there since the BCIHL for them. Very good player, played in the WHL. Puck to the point, shot on, blocked away by LaBelle. That was Jason Chu, who's wearing number 7 now. Kyle Berg walking the blue line. He kept that in quite nicely, and he tries to get it in deep. And Riveda collects. Garrett Hilton led the league in scoring last year in the playoffs and in the regular season. Whistle goes as I believe it's an icing call right on the line there. Josh Bruce, who I believe was also on the team when BCIHL action was here.
I believe he's one of the 4, along with Isaac LaBelle from the 1920 season, or 29. I'm trying to think of a way to say it. Doesn't sound like 1920 the year, but the 2019-2020 season.
Face off one back, Mitch Ledyard. Played it back to his D and it's played out. Jameson Reed picks it off as it was sent in and sent all the way down behind Hirosh. Puck played into the middle, nobody was there. And Nick Wicks, who came on halfway through last year, and what a revelation he was. He lost control, puck's played into the middle. And then it went cross off the boards and down into the Trinity zone. Adam Oates. I cannot confirm nor deny whether he's related to that Adam Oates. But I don't think he is. As Mitch Ledyard intercepts it and sends it in deep. Puck's played around or Jersey Orchard. Already probably in the BCIHL all-name team. Plays it back to the point. Shot on! Hit bodies in front. And got away. That was Keanu Robinson as a huge check, and that's going to be a penalty. As Tishka got checked by Johnson of Trinity Western. Goalies to the bench. And the extra attacker is on. As the early power play is going to go to SFU. Wicks. Being watched by Steinke. A dangerous pass. Cross crease. And he finds Robinson. Played ahead. Wicks. Back into his own zone. Plays it off the boards. Jalabert pokes it. He collects it. Coltolero's there as well. Jalabert to Robinson. Up to Coltolero. He lost it in his skate. This is a mess.
Really having a hard time breaking it out.
And now it's cleared out and then it'll be touched by Pomeroy. And a power play will commence. 3 minutes into this first period.
Just looking at the lineups over the last couple games, that Orchard, Wicks, and Ledyard line seems to be kind of the favorite for that, at least I don't know if there's always a true first line. It seems like it really spreads down the lineup, but sort of the first line. So I think that's maybe a preview of, it sticks in preseason.
Yep. Colby Johnson gets the penalty. I'm not too sure for what for yet. Oh. Shot on wide. Bromhead plays the point on this power play. Looks over for Cross. Nice moves to get it across. Finds Johnson, who plays it back to Bromhead. Bromhead cuts in the middle. He'll take a shot short side and went wide. He's trying to find it on the blocker and couldn't. Buddy Johnson on this power play. Plays it in deep. Took a perfect bounce off the stanchion right to Kyle Berg, who plays it back to Cross. Berg spins. Comes in, shoots. Blocked off a leg. Bromhead back to the point. Goes down the boards, turns, gets around his check, but then he gets stick lifted. Still stick lift. Now he plays it in. Now thrown across into the open crease, and nobody could get their stick on it, and it's sent down. That was Jonathan Stein who was in there as well. And SFU will restart with just under a minute to go in this penalty to Johnson. Wicks with speed through neutral ice. Plays it to Ledyard. To the point. Karamishtif. Ledyard back to Karamishtif. Finds Wicks. He'll come in, shoots right on LaBelle. And he's able to hold on for the whistle.
A few shots there. I thought that one by Bromhead earlier looked a little pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
I believe he had 2 goals. I think he had 2 goals last night. So it's definitely been mostly a lot of the team from last year scored so far in the games.
As the puck was trying to find Ledyard, it went off the toe of his stick and went down. Orchard drops it for Karamishtif. Spins. Plays it to Orchard. Karamishtif finds Wicks. 5 seconds to go on the penalty. Wicks trying to cut in, but a good stop there by McMillan to stop the stick of Wicks to get a shot on. Colby Johnson's out of the box. We're back to full strength here. Hilton tries to go around, plays it back to Karamishtif at the point. He'll shoot intentionally wide, I think looking for a bounce. Couldn't get it, kept in by Chin. Wicks finds Ledyard, quick shot. It went wide. Not sure if that went short side or far side, but the net came off. And a whistle will go.
Wicks, as you mentioned last year, he came in mid-season, but was just such an addition to the team. It's going to be amazing to see what he'll do over full season. We talked a bit about that line with him. Ledyard, obviously a staple of SFU's offense. And that Jersey Orchard, he has some WHL experience, 52 games between Kamloops and Saskatoon. I believe he played with the Humboldt Broncos last year. So a lot of pedigree.
That's what SFU brings, and Mark Coletta is able to bring. Good stick there by Kyle Jennings to stop that pass and sends it right down and goes right on LaBelle. And it causes a face-off in the Trinity zone.
The hardest thing to get used to during the season for me is reading my own handwriting. These notes I scribble down. Desperately searching for my...
I think we all have that issue. My writing is not clean either, as the puck was kicked and lost in skates, and LaBelle plays it. Lacasse is working for it. Jack Hamilton's in there as well. And now Oates tried to clear it out. Lacasse intercepts. Lacasse takes a shot on LaBelle. They tried to jam it home, but LaBelle's able to hold on, and SFU with all the pressure early on.
Yeah, and SFU's got a really good mix of a returning core and obviously a lot of fresh new faces. Last year, they had 6 scorers in the top 10 in BCIHL scoring, and everyone's returned except, I believe, Takato Cox.
Yes.
And then if you expand it to top 20, you've got 10. So, 9 of those 9 returnees from top 20 in BCIHL scoring. You got some really good experience here.
Puck bounced around and trying to throw it into the middle. Trying to find Caleb Parkhouse was Stein. Now back to the point, shot on by Tishka. Then played in the middle, sharp angle shot, trying to jam at it. And LaBelle's able to hold on. I believe that was Jalabert.
And SFU just really carrying on the momentum. Like obviously from, maybe it's a bit more even up until then, but ever since that power play, SFU's just put their foot in the gas and, kind of determined not to let Trinity Western really have a big pushback after last night.
Face off one back, Riveda clears it. Goes down, Robinson will pick it up. Being watched by Bruce. Robinson stops behind the net. But the puck's bouncing around as he lost control of it. Now it's thrown into the middle. And then it's cleared away. Back to the point, Fuller. Sends it in, rings it around the boards. The whistle goes as the net came off. That's Bill Copeland for you. Something about, I think, SFU that I think is going to be a key for them this year is that they have a lot of the key guys back. Mitch Ledyard's coming back. Kyle Berg is coming back. Matthew Jalabert is coming back.
Yeah, then like you said, Wicks comes mid-season. Now he's got the full season. It's just a really good core of forwards, defensemen, goaltenders, and then just supplemented by some pretty good recruiting.
Yeah. Jason Chu is able to get it out of the SFU zone. Trinity will send it right back in as it was tipped in by Penner. Chu around the boards. Able to get it out was Jersey Orchard, but it went a little too far and out of the icing.
One thing that so far you can kind of see is SFU has had a bit of trouble in their own zone. Like Trinity Western has had the opportunity to sort of hand them in. We saw that whenever they got the power play, and SFU just couldn't break it out.
Yeah.
So that'll be something to keep an eye on as the game goes.
Puck bouncing around and goes off the back of the net. Play to the point, shot on! Save made by Hirosh. Back to the point, Pomeroy keeps it in. Took a bounce into the middle where Orchard is. Now played back. Finds Ledyard, right at his blue line. Is able to play it off the boards. Doesn't go very far as Jose. Be able to pick it up. Puck sent in the middle. And Karamishchev clears it away from any danger. Sator. Borianek. Puck's poke checked and now a chance here. Jersey Orchard's got speed and he's got man. Orchard. Ledyard! LaBelle saved that.
Wow, how did that not go in?
I think Mitch Ledyard was trying to go through the 5-hole while he
it looked like, more trying to do like a backhand move or something over the pads, but it's always tough when you're on a breakaway and have to make a split decision.
Yeah.
First, I guess, really like high danger chance so far of the game.
Yeah. And Garrett Hilton wins the face-off a little too cleanly. It goes right in between Cross and Cameron Chin. Puck's played off the boards. Now trying to get it out, and they do again. Kyle Berg. Shot on by Buddy Johnson, and it took a deflection and went out of play for a whistle on a face-off in the Spartan zone.
Buddy Johnson, the former Surrey Eagle from White Rock. One of, I'd say, another kind of candidate for the all-name team.
Yeah, Buddy Johnson. Face off one back. Chin, Berg, Hilton, nice pass. Shot on. It went wide. Trying to get it out, and they do. With Spatafora. Puck's played in the middle. Hilton was in the way. Knocks it down with a skate, and he'll lift it high and out. Johnson will chase after it. Oates gets there first. Berg follows it up, round the net. He's going to try a backhand chance. Didn't get a good shot. And Vervade's able to collect it. Was trying to find Klessens, but it hit the stick of an SFU player, and then it was sent down. Spatafora is able to tip it on to negate the icing. Now Chin. Cross. Lost it. Thrown in by Johnson from Trinity Western. Jurgenheit takes a shot. It goes wide. Fuller shoots. Hirosh the save. Bromhead trying to get it out. Him and Jurgenheit poke check at the same time, which causes it to go out of play.
Yeah, SFU's definitely had the advantage in chances, but when Trinity Western, when they do get in the offensive zone, you can kind of see they got some weapons. They got a few NCAA Division I transfers. There's definitely some speed and some good shots there. Hard shots. Definitely on their team. it's dangerous if SFU lets them do too much in their own zone.
Yeah. This puck was played off the boards. I think it ended up in the bench. So another face-off inside the SFU zone. Jacob Lacasse, who had a pretty injury-plagued season last year, but he was able to play in the key games.
Yeah, and he's definitely such a presence out there, and he's a presence in the locker room. Just having the chance, whenever you see him after the game, he's one of those, I don't know, probably locker room glue kind of guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Puck's played in deep. Jennings connects. And now entering zones. Bromhead stops, shoots! As he was falling, and LaBelle's able to make the save and hold on for a whistle.
Bromhead's had some good chances today. He's really brought his, I think he's brought his A game, and just, he's showing why, SFU's advantage. They got so many weapons on their team. Jonathan Stein, an NCAA Division III transfer to SFU. I think 27 points with his college in, I want to say, New York.
It's pretty good. As the puck goes down, it'll be icing and a face-off in the Spartan zone.
Also competed for Canada in the Maccabi Games this summer. Got silver.
Good for him. That's pretty impressive, actually.
So one of, I think, a couple of players throughout SFU's history who've competed on the world stage for Canada.
Always a treat, I'm sure, for the players to put on the old maple leaf. As Karamishchev sent it intentionally down. Ledyard's there, battling with McMillan. Orchard spins. Ledyard, nice pass to Wicks. He'll have to spin, gets checked by McMillan. Now thrown cross ice. It's Chu, takes a shot, puck's in the middle, bounces through everybody, so now picking it up with speed now is Spafford. Stops, shot, blocker save by Hirosh. Reed comes in, tipped on by Bruce, and then he throws it in the middle, but Karamishchev clears it into the corner. Michael Spafford, he'll take a shot. Hirosh with the save. Wicks plays it to Chin, who played it to Ledyard, who tried to find Orchard. Bruce stepped in the way of that. He plays it to Oates. Coltolero stops that play and plays it back in. Oates will collect it again over to Jameson Reed. Finds Bruce, who spins, nobody was there. And SFU will pick it up. Cross. It hit a Trinity Western player, so icing's waved off. Stein's battling there. Jalabert's in there as well. Cross. Tries to keep it in. Boryanek's able to get it out. Now a chance here for Trinity Western. Sotor throws it across. Reed was there, but it was out of his reach. And then shot. And it went wide. Played back to the point. Oates, he'll shoot, looking for a tip. Hirosh shot the whole way and deflects it into the corner. Jalabert trying to clear it out. Stein plays it back to Chin. Cross. Brings it around the boards. Coltolero fanned on his clear attempt, and now he gets it out. Fuller will dump it back in, but it hit his own player, which caused an offside. And a whistle to go. Speaking of Maple Leafs, I guess we should mention, SFU does have a new name. They're called the Red Leafs. So if we ever say Red Leafs, don't be confused. That is SFU's new team moniker.
Yeah, after all these years of just saying SFU hockey, SFU's finally got a new name.
Hilton wins the face-off. Robinson over to Tishka. Around the boards. Fuller trying to get it out. Nice job by Robinson to keep it in. Spafford behind the net. Fuller left it behind, and Berg almost caught up. But Verveda helped it out. Steinke. Spadafora gets it out. Vanderhooft. Jennings gets around him. And now picking it up is Buddy Johnson. Drops it for Hilton. He'll shoot! And it was blocked by Spadafora. And he's able to get it out of the zone. A good block there.
Yeah, nice play
from Luke Spadafora. Hilton finds Johnson. He'll skate in. Backhand attempt went off the stick of Verveda and around. Klessens, Verveda finds Fuller. Off the bench, Bromhead intercepts, and he enters the Trinity zone. Shot on, hit the block, or the leg, sorry. And then a wraparound chance from Bromhead. It was actually a good opportunity. But a bell was there, and then a huge hit. And that's going to be a penalty, and I think it's going to be interference on Verveda. Maybe not interference, but it's something, and SFU's getting another power play.
Yeah, big opportunity for SFU. I think so far this game, SFU's really kind of dominated on the
roughing,
on the chances off the rush. But Trinity Western has had maybe more of the, outside like the power play time, has had really more of the true zone time, zone offensive time. So this is a big chance for SFU just to get some sustained opportunities.
We'll see what they can do on this, their second power play, as they win the faceoff. Karamishtif, Wicks, Karamishtif, Wicks. Cross ice, Orchard. Into the middle, found Wicks, had to take it on the heel of his stick. He collects, plays it back to Karamishtif. Now Wicks finds Orchard, blocked on the crossing pass, but Orchard is able to collect it. Plays it back to Karamishtif. Winds up, thought about it, lost it, plays it back to Wicks. Wicks shoots, it's high and over the net. Karamishtif's not able to keep it in, and now Penner's got a chance here. He'll enter the zone. Penner! I think that Hiroshika might have got a piece of that. But Jarrett Penner, one of the best opportunities for Trinity Western so far, shorthanded. Puck goes around to Wicks. Hirosh comes out to play it because Trinity Western was making a play. Wicks finds Orchard, skates onto it. Spins, cross, Wicks. Coltolero, cross. Coltolero, one-time chance right on LaBelle, but a big rebound. Spatafora, not to give him, then trying, Orchard, I believe that was, trying to get a shot on, but he got contact right as he took a shot and fell over. The puck goes into the corner, but SFU maintains control. Fuller throws a check. Puck thrown out, Stein pulls it away. Wicks, he's been out there the whole time. I don't think he's had a chance to change. Cross, Wicks. Shoots, blocked, and then cleared down by Trinity Western with 20 seconds to go in the penalty to Verveda. Coltolero, he'll play it back off the skate of Cross. Joshua Bruce is putting on the pressure. Now Coltolero again plays it back to Cross. And Jalabert kind of walked the line, and I think that forced Hamilton and LaClasse offside. And a whistle goes with 8 seconds left in the power play.
Some good opportunities by SFU. You definitely do see, it's rare to see, in the BCIHL where SFU is really the top class of the league, to see a team with speed that's giving SFU a little bit of trouble. But that's a little bit what we're seeing tonight, I think, with Trinity Western. They definitely have the edge in the team speed and are forcing some mistakes. And
this is preseason hockey for both teams, so maybe a little more mistakes than usual, but SFU is really pushing the envelope here. As Chin tries to send it in deep. Now Hamilton does. Colby Johnson picks it up for Trinity Western. Puck sent in, and Klessens, he was there on the breakaway, but it went off his stick, just too hard of a pass, and wasn't able to control it. And a whistle.
Yeah, that was a good try. Definitely had the makings of a highlight reel goal, but just timing just wasn't quite there.
As a face-off, a rare face-off in the SFU zone, not too many in there. Face-offs, one Klessens tried to go forward with it, and SFU stops it. Played in the middle, Buddy Johnson, a step there from Marie, and now there's a chance here for numbers. Then thrown across, but it goes out, rebound chance, it goes wide. Buddy Johnson took the shot, a sliding effort, blocked it, but he found the rebound and he was able to shoot it, but it went high and over the net. Puck's tipped in and went off the boards and out, I think. So face-off, it'll come back outside of the Trinity zone.
Yeah, definitely some good hockey so far to open up our broadcasting season.
Yes. 5:05 to go in this first period, still 0-0. Shots 8-7 in favor of SFU. It's a little closer than I thought, actually. Robinson. Cross ice, trying to find Wicks. He falls unintentionally. And LaBelle plays it to McMillan. Now Boryanek, giveaway. Wicks finds Ledyard. Open shot. He tries to go blocker side. It goes wide. SFU's missed the net quite a few times. as they'll try to sort that out. Boryanek going to the zone for the Spartans. Turns. Check down. Now SFU's trying to get it out. Robinson over to Tishka. Nice move by Caleb Parkhouse. Unfortunately, got tied up with his stick. And Trinity Western gains control. Juergenheit, cross ice just out of the reach of Joss. And it'll go down, and that'll be icing against Trinity Western. And another faceoff in the Spartan zone.
We mentioned at the top of the program that there's been a coaching turnover for Trinity Western after 8 seasons and leading them to U Sports. Barrett Croft is now coaching in Saskatchewan, Prairie Hockey Academy. Ben Walter, former NHL and AHLer who you might remember from the Abbotsford Heat, is their head coach.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He played there, had 50 and 60-point seasons with them.
Wow. As the face-off will go and then sent down for another icing call.
And yeah, he's been doing a lot of things on the island, North Island Silvertips, coaching their AAA teams, GMing. And they also announced that Kyle Beach will be joining the coaching staff as an assistant coach. I believe Rick West had TSN announced that.
Shot on save made by LaBelle. That's good for Kyle Beach and good for the Trinity Western program. As you're seeing a lot of pretty high-level coaches now going to U Sport. I mean, Mike Babcock was there for a while.
I wanted to catch a game, but they didn't come here last season, and he moved on.
Yes, he's moved on in his career with whatever he has next. But lots of good coaches in U Sports, and you might see them later in the NHL. As Karamishchev will take a shot. LaBelle had to fight it, but he clears it away with his blocker. Bromhead behind the net. Good poke to get it back to the point for Chin. Karamishchev down low. Lacasse gets taken down by Verveda. Now I think it's under Lacasse. And the whistle will have to go. And a face-off.
And on the other coaching staff, a lot of familiar faces returning. Mark Coletta, obviously, I believe 13th season with SFU, hot off his 3rd championship. Jim Camazola returns after many years of being an SU coach. He's just recently the Grandview Steelers head coach. Oh. So brings some PJHL experience. And yeah.
SFU won the face-off, but it was a good read by Trinity Western. Now they're going the other way. Back to the point, Pomeroy. Verveda. Pomeroy. Intentionally wide, trying to take it off the boards. Penner now battling there. Now Bruce with a shot, it goes wide. Now back to behind the net. Took a bounce, Bruce tried to glove it down. He kind of controlled it, and the Spartans do control it. And then Penner tries to feed it back to the point. It goes all the way back to LaBelle. Pomeroy being watched by Berg. He's able to get it to Bruce. Poor giveaway there, and Wicks is able to collect into the Spartan zone. Spins around the check of Bruce. Lost control of it, but then Bruce tried to play it around the boards, but SFU was there. Now a shot on and looking in the middle. Nobody was there, and Michael Spafford will pick it up. For the Spartans, cuts around. Enters the neutral zone. Into the SFU zone. Spafford trying to cut in, jam the play. Hirocious, the puck's still loose, he's down. And SFU is able to get it out. And now chasing after it is Mitch Ledyard. LaBelle's going to come out and play it. He does, and gets enough of it. Fuller took a bounce off Ledyard. And now Tishka is able to keep it in. Orchard, he gets checked hard. Big check there from Fuller. Kept in nicely. Puck sent in. Jordan Bogres, another player who's played in the BCIHL. Then is cleared out by Johnson. And Wicks will go back to collect it, being watched by Bogres. Off the boards, Ledyard. Finds Tishka, gets to the line, sends it in. LaBelle out to play it. Orchard's there watching him. Fuller. Plays it to Oates. It went past Johnson. And then poking it away was Klessens. And SFU has to retreat back into their own zone. Karamishchev. Berg tips it. Chin. Hilton, I thought he got a piece of it. He thinks he got a piece of it. Referees do not think he got a piece of it. So an icing for SFU with just 1:11 to go in this first period.
For Trinity Western at Landon Fuller, he really brings some big size. 6'5", saw it there with against Orchard.
Yep. It's always good to have that size on defense.
Yeah.
Karamishtif off the boards, gets it out. Orchard poke checked it, not far enough. Finds Berg. Puck bounces over the stick of Buddy Johnson. Now Garrett Hilton. Rubbed out. Almost was able to control it. Now for Trinity Western off the boards. Karamishtif stops it at the red line. Tries to send it in, doesn't go very far. Now Jose will pick it up. Now played into the middle, and the stick of Johnson got in the way. Puck bounces in! I have zero idea how that bounced in.
Yeah, that just looked like a slow-moving, well, maybe not slow-moving, but he's just green. He has a little bit of position. I just looked away for a second, and it kind of went in, but.
Well, it was a weak shot, and I think it took a deflection on someone's stick.
Yeah, and he didn't realize it was coming in. He was just kind of facing away, and
it was kind of like an L. It came in, bounced into the middle, and then bounced again. And Trinity Western gets the opening win, or goal, sorry. But I think they're going to the penalty kill now as another penalty to Trinity Western. It'll be an interference call. And that'll be against Luke Spatafora.
Yeah, kind of a bittersweet. I think that was just huge for Trinity Western, suck out the air with that end of the first period goal, take the lead, but they've given SFU a bit of a chance to answer in this last 28 seconds of the period.
Michael Sator is credited with the goal. And Wicks dancing around and looks at the clock. I think they're just going to try to waste the time. Gets it out of their zone. Orchard checked by Spafford. Thrown into the middle, and the whistle or the horn goes. And that'll be the end of the first period. An unfortunate bounce leads to a Trinity Western lead into this intermission.
Yeah, Trinity Western definitely got to be happy to take that one out and deflate the game a little bit. SFU will start with the power play in the second period with a chance to answer, but
we'll see what happens after that. That's the end of one for SFU and Trinity Western. 1-0 lead for the Spartans. fans, welcome back. And what? I guess it's not really the evening. It's kind of like an early evening.
Good afternoon.
It's early start times here on Saturday this year, as SFU and Trinity Western are in an exhibition game right now. 1-0 lead for Trinity Western on a late bouncing of a goal, and Trinity Western will look to continue that into the second period.
Yeah, for SFU, a tough bounce. A fairly even first period. I thought SFU had a lot more chances off the rush, but Trinity Western did show, as a U Sports team, just the speed and the caliber of that level of play that they have to play. You know, be one of the few times that we've seen SFU get, you know, maybe be the team on the lesser end of the team speed. Mm-hmm. But yeah, for Trinity Western, definitely happy with that to be up 1-0. SFU starts the period with about just over a minute and a half in the power play and a chance to get it back.
We'll have to see. But SFU will start on the power play, a minute 32 to go. And the penalty to Spatafora on an interference call.
Yeah, definitely, you know, it was kind of a tough timing for a penalty too. Obviously gives 30 seconds at the end of the period to let SFU back in it, but if you're Trinity Western, you've got to be happy up 1-0, and they've really got to kind of put their foot in the gas to take out SFU's chance of coming back. I think there's a lot of pride on the line for both these teams. SFU would love nothing more than to sweep a team that left BCIHL to go to U Sports, and Trinity Western, you know, they want to beat SFU and say, hey, you know, we're the class of this league.
They sure are. Shots were 10-9 in favor of SFU, but it didn't really feel like that. It felt like SFU had more of the zone time and more pressure, despite the shots being close.
Yeah, well, I thought SFU had a lot, like, maybe the better chances. Like, they would, a lot of times, it'd be off the rush. I thought Trinity Western had a bit better of the time when they actually did get in the zone. They didn't maybe get in the zone as much, but when they did get in, they were shooting that puck with speed. They were passing with speed. Just some of the shots in that team look really hard. It'll be interesting to see how it goes in the second period, if SFU can find their gear.
And SFU wins the face-off to the second period. And Karamishev will have to go back behind his own net on this fresh sheet of ice as he drops it for Wicks. Goes around the check of Spafford. And he'll reset, throws it to the boards, out of the reach of everybody. Falls to Karamishev, who throws it cross ice, far side, Ledyard. Chips it in, Wicks will chase onto it, gets around McMillan. Nick Wicks, rounding behind the net. Turns, gets put into the boards. And now Hilton, back to the point, Karamishev. Has Wicks to Karamishev, back to Wicks. Down low, Ledyard. Wicks! One-time chance, goes wide. Or didn't, sorry, fanned on it completely. Didn't even go wide. Wicks. Ledyard. Round the net, plays it for Hilton. And yeah, I'm kind of in Wicks' corner. McMillan kind of moved the net, and then Wicks put it back, and they called the whistle. I'm not, all right. So the net came off. That's the answer to that question, and there will be a face-off in the Trinity zone.
Yeah, another return of another familiar trope at the Bill Copeland Arena.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. 30 seconds to go on the penalty to Spatafora. Referees are talking it over. I think Wicks was trying to convince them, and I think he's not going to win. But they talked about it. That's a win in that category.
Yeah, always a good discussion. Yeah. Good to cause a discussion.
That's SFU wins the draw. Karamishev spins. Bruce is able to take it away. And now Joshua Bruce will skate through. He's got a little space. Drops it. Shot on. Hirosh with the save. Had to control it. And he eventually does, as it was Boronek taking the shot. And a face-off in the SFU zone on this penalty kill for Trinity Western.
He's maybe not faced as many high-danger chances, Hirosh, but he's definitely seen some hard shots, and, you know.
He's made the saves when he's had to. The goal was completely unlucky. No fault of his. Puck goes under the stick of Chin. He's able to get it again with Boronek watching him. Behind the cross, Chin. Jalabert. Played ahead. Stein wasn't going that way. Fuller plays it back in. Penalty has expired. We're back to even strength here at the Copeland Arena. Chin finds Cross. He tried to play it back to Shin. Hit Klessens. Then he tried to play behind the net. Cross was right there. Puck's rung around the boards. Verveda. Fuller. Shot wide. Back to the point, Verveda. Landon Fuller had to control it. Jalabert hits it around. Now he's got a step. Matthew Jalabert. He's got Mateo Cotolero with him. Jalabert shoots wide. Chin trying to keep it in for more zone time. He backhands it all the way down. LaBelle comes out to play it. He's able to find Bogris as he plays it around the boards. Lacaster's going to try and get there. He does before Johnson, then it's played in by Chin. Off the boards and out. Go Trinity Western. Good collection there from Johnson. Plays it into the middle, coming off the bench. Oh, that was tight for almost too many men. No call. Whoa. The referee almost got destroyed by his stick as it came flying on a hit. And now Parkhouse will pick it up. Tries to one-hand it onto the net. LaBelle's pad is there. Lacasse battling with Oates. Jamison Rees in there as well for Trinity Western. Bromhead. Penner's also in there. It's a battle in the far corner. Referee wants it to get it out, and he's about to blow the whistle. No, he's not. Now he is, and now he will. As the faceoff will go with the puck frozen.
Caleb Parkhouse, number 10, one of SFU's new forwards, a veteran of the Powell River Kings of the BCHL. Definitely an addition of some big size. One of the guys on this team who's 6'3". You know, the SFU could definitely, it's one of the things that maybe they had on the wish list, a couple more big forwards like Garrett Hilton, and he's actually one of the new guys who's actually scored in the exhibition season so far.
Puck was cleared out by Trinity Western. Karamishov tried to send it in deep, it bounced off his stick. He collected it again. Now Chu tried to find Hilton, it went off his stick. And now Pomeroy being watched by Hilton. Johnson trying to keep it in for SFU. And it'll be Penner. Takes a shot, pad save by Hirosh, and a bit of a dangerous rebound. But SFU was there to clear. Pomeroy. Sent in by Penner. Goes down. Chu. Berg. Left it. Bruce was the only one there for Trinity Western. He takes it away. Tried to make a move, lost control, and Karamishov picks it up. Now he finds Garrett Hilton. Hilton gets taken down by Joss. And then picking it up was Buddy Johnson, who sends it in. Pomeroy off the boards. Right onto the stick of Borinek, and he's able to control it. Cross negates it for a bit. Borinek finds McMillan. He's got space. Into the middle. It's off the stick of Sartor. And he wasn't able to get a shot away. Kept in, though. Joss into the middle. No. Now it's played in the middle again. Borinek had it. He's got a bit of time. Little space. Drops it for McMillan. He'll shoot. Tipped out, scores! Cade McMillan with the shot. A perfect tip from Michael Sartor. He got a second of the game. It's 2-0 Trinity Western.
Trinity Western really giving themselves some insurance. I think just doing the things that they kind of wanted to do when they came in. You know, that's a tough loss to Ego yesterday, 6-3. You know, obviously give themselves a sizable lead. Still a lot of time in the game, and we've definitely seen a lot of these games in the BCIHL go a different way. But
Trinity wins the draw. Spatafora dumps it in. Robinson will cut that out, plays it around. Tishka will collect. Sent in. Ree. Puck's played across. It's came out and I think went back in. Ree being watched by Coltolero. Plays it towards LaBelle. Landon Fuller will pick it up. Now Trinity Western is going out. Ree, nice move around Coltolero. Jamison Ree enters the SFU zone. Still with it. Tried to find Steinke. Tried again. Got it to there. But SFU also closed quickly. Ree. Plays it around. Bromhead. Dumped in by Klessens as Bromhead tried to get it out for SFU. Still doesn't, and it's thrown into the middle. And a chance. Was negated thanks to a stick from SFU. Whistle goes, and I think it's going to be a too many men. He's pointing to the bench. And I don't know what it is, but Trinity Western is getting a penalty. And SFU has had all the power plays so far, but they haven't been able to capitalize so far.
Yeah, and I think I said at the beginning of the game, you know, one of the keys being discipline, but it's not even really, it's not been, you know, any penalties of like real passion or anything. It's just been, they've just been taking a lot of penalties, Trinity Western.
Colby Johnson goes to the box for his second penalty. But I'm not too sure what the penalty is.
And it's just, you know, these kind of things that really give SFU a chance to get back in the game. So definitely, if you're a Trinity Western fan, or if you're Trinity Western coaching staff, you know, it's definitely going to be something to stress to the team, play a bit more discipline. I guess once we find out what it was for.
High off the boards and sent down. Good start for the penalty kill. As Karamishnev will go back behind his own net. I cannot hear the man down there. So
I thought I heard it too many men, but it was definitely quiet, so I definitely might have imagined that.
Could be a bench minor. It seemed to be that way, so I think that's a safe assumption. As Trinity Western's able to pick it up again and send it right down on Hirosh. Karamishnev. Starts the skate up, played it to Ledyard, who played it back to Karamishnev, who found Wicks. Wicks sends it in, Hilton, played back to Wicks. Gets around the Czechoslovakia, back to Karamishnev, he'll take a shot, it's blocked by Steinke. And takes a deflection out of play for a whistle.
Yeah, definitely getting to the time where SFU really needs to get something going on one of these power plays. We've seen it a lot too, like where you get a lot of power plays and you just don't really do that much with them, and it almost sometimes these kind of stem the tide the other way, the momentum.
Exactly.
So you get like 3-4 chances and you just don't do anything. It almost gives the other team more strength.
It could. I mean, a good penalty kill is momentum, absolutely.
That being said, for our Trinity Western, it'd also probably take less penalties.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely a conversation to be had. And now escaping from that mess is Spafford. He still has control, throwing in the middle. Penner tries a backhand chance. Weak shot, but Hirosh is able to control it. Johnson and Spafford are battling for it. I don't think Johnson liked the hit earlier by Spafford. Cooler heads will prevail, no penalties.
Spafford maybe just one of the examples, maybe this Trinity Western team, one of the advantages they have, like they just have such a size advantage. Spafford here listed at 6'4". They got a lot of guys at 6'2",
yeah.
6'3". Trinity Western, they just clearly, they got a lot more size, and you know, just I think this is the thing, you know, recruiting for USports, maybe a little bit more speed.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. Gets the red line sent in. Puck run around the boards. Clearing it out from Trinity Western, they do. Under 10 seconds to go in the penalty. Tristan Cross enters the zone. Shot on, it goes over LaBelle as he tried to glove it. Buddy Johnson played it back and it went through, and now Colby Johnson out of the box. He's got a chance here. Colby Johnson shoots, scores! A poor pass from Buddy Johnson, got past the SFU D, and Colby Johnson right out of the box comes down the left-hand side, and he puts it right down the blocker. Nesh ripples 3-0, Trinity Western.
Just smooth by Colby Johnson, exactly what Trinity Western wanted to do. After a fairly even first period that they're able to kind of maybe deflate a little bit with that goal right at the end, they put their stamp on the second period. We didn't really see too much from that power play from SFU, and Trinity Western just comes right back. And, you know, we're not going to say put the game out of reach, but they're definitely building themselves quite a lead.
Yes. Yes, they have. And a timeout, I believe, has been called by kʷikʷəန့.
Yeah, just I think, you know, this is the kind of time where you kind of calm down and see him, tell him, you know, keep in it. SFU's played enough games to know that 3-0 is not an insurmountable lead, but they've also got to keep their heads cool and, you know, cut down mistakes. There's definitely been some disjointed play. I noticed a little bit disjointed play from both teams, but SFU, there's been a few too many passes just going to no one. A few too many times where the puck doesn't land on the stick where it should.
As kʷikʷəḻ will try to get the boys back.
But definitely, you know, like we said, probably a motivated Trinity Western team tonight. They're beat 6-3 last night, and you know, it's a result that, you know, they really didn't want, so they're coming out gunning today.
Played it ahead after the face-off. SFU was able to collect. Lacasse. Jalabert shoots! Hit the leg of Jürgenheit. Lacasse, I believe, tried to tip it on and went through him. Now Jürgenheit finds Sator. Chu lost it. Puck was played in by Joas over to Borianek. He lost his edge. Now battling for it, Parkhouse. He lost it, and Borianek for Trinity Western has it. Spinning Lacasse. Oates. Line for Sator. One-time chance! It goes wide on the chance for Trinity Western. Jürgenheit takes a shot. Pad save. Borianek. Back to Jürgenheit. It goes over his stick, and it'll go down. Jalabert is going to chase. Jürgenheit's going to get there first. Around the net, plays it back to Ree. Borianek tried to tip it in deep. Couldn't get a great tip, and now SFU's going the other way. Hilton, he finds Buddy Johnson. Buddy Johnson coming in. He tries to cut in, and I think the stick of LaBelle on the poke check was able to get him. Whistle goes. Not really sure why. I think SFU might be getting their first penalty.
Yeah, Jürgenheit, I see, is down. I was watching the breakaway chance, so I missed the...
Oh, he lost his skate blade, I think.
Yeah, it looks like.
So no penalty, just a skate blade. Although I don't know if that's grounds for a whistle.
I guess it's the old, it's preseason sort of thing.
Safety, I guess, could also be a concern. Shot on, blockered away. Now Johnson. Back to the point, shot, it goes wide. Tishka's trying to get it in deep. Hilton will chase after it. Trinity Western gets it out, it's lifted high and out. Robinson will go back. Good speed from Keanu Robinson. He's able to get it out, but only as far as Trinity Western at their own blue line, and they send it right back. Robinson has it again. Behind the net, stops. But ahead now it's Hilton. Trinity Western, as they enter the zone, they're able to have SFU lose control, but Kyle Berg's able to collect. And then he gets lost, and Vanderhoof plays it over to Bruce. Joshua Bruce drops it for McMillan. He'll shoot! Wide on the shot. Verveda. Nice moves. Shot. Hilton stops that. And Kyle Jennings will lift it high. Cross ice, far side. McMillan for Trinity Western. Bruce sends it in. Hirosh stops it. Cross. Balls is able to control. Poked away. Wicks. Spinning. Spafford lost it. Now Bruce back to the point. Verveda thought about it. Whistle goes. Penalty, I think it's again coming to Trinity Western. It'll be a tripping call on Penner. And SFU gets another power play.
Yeah, Trinity Western, yeah, it's just been, you know, these are all opportunities for SFU to get back to game. But this is where it really comes in. SFU's got to make something out of this. Trinity Western's decidedly kind of put their stamp on the game the last little while, and I think it's just, you know, kind of the team speed's kind of maybe a little bit overwhelmed SFU. It's kind of getting to a point where SFU's maybe a little bit tired, but huge opportunity SFU to try and get on the board and stem the tide.
Well, they need something here. They need some momentum if they want to get back into this game. Battling along the boards there. Now kʷikʷəĽ. Bruce blocked the pass, but it was able to get to Orchard. Back to kʷikʷəљ. Wicks. Finds Delaney, shot, and I think it took a tip, but a good positioning from LaBelle is able to make the save off the shoulder. And cleared away by Pomeroy all the way down, and Hirosh will restart it. It's played right back, and it goes under the stick of Wicks, and that results in an icing call all the way back in the SFU zone. Not what you want after 45 seconds gone in the power play.
Yeah, that just feels like, you know, something that kind of sucks out the energy, and now SFU's going to have to fight to break it out.
Yeah. Go face off.
The coaches are concerned about something, definitely yelling at the refs.
You can hear them, yes. Copeland played it back. Now Wicks with speed enters the zone. And a look offside. And a face-off just outside the Spartan zone.
All these whistles are just pretty much the exact opposite of what SFU wants. You know,
yes.
They need just some sustained pressure in the zone, but instead they're having troubles entering. They're having
Berg cross ice. Logan Bromhead with speed. Backhand chance. It goes over the net. Cross. Berg. Top of the circle. One-time chance by Cross. Easy block. And cleared away by Fuller. Right down on Hirosh. Bromhead stops up as he entered the zone, and then it was cleared away. Out of steam was Bogres. And now Coltolero went to the zone. He'll shoot. There's an angle there, but it went wide. Bromhead off the boards. Falling over. Coltolero had an opportunity. Goes under his stick and into the near corner. Battling with Millen. Bogres, he's been out there a while. He's able to clear it down. That should just about do it with under 10 seconds to go. In the penalty to Penner. Cross. But taken down. And now Penner out of the box. He'll come in. Penner shoots. It gets through Hirosh. He doesn't know where it is. He's loose. And it's behind the net. Penner. Shot. Get the skate of Cross. And it goes all the way down. McMillan. Bogres. Icing's waved off. Joss. Into the middle. Bunch of sticks were there, and SFU's able to come away with it. It's Chu. He was ahead of Parkhouse, and Trinity Western is able to intercept. Pomeroy. Sertor lost control of it. Now Cameron Shin. Caleb Parkhouse. Cross ice. Jalabert will take it off the boards. Pomeroy rubs him out. Boryanek picks it up. I think he was looking for Jose, but caught an edge and fell over, and the puck ends up on Hirosh, and he'll hold on for a whistle. It seems like SFU is not hitting the net as often as they'd like to be.
No, and maybe that might also be, you know, again, the same thing with speed, where you kind of just have to make those decisions so quick. Like, that's a big thing. It pressures you to make decisions like getting rid of the puck, makes you make decisions when you shoot the puck. Yeah. So I think SFU is just maybe struggling a bit with that right now. I think this is where you kind of almost have to survive in the period, you know, not allow any more goals and kind of come out with the third period with a bit more energy.
Fuller.
That's what I really see.
Yeah. Orchard battling there with Fuller, but Fuller is able to get to Klessens. Looking for Johnson. It was ahead of him. Hirosh Off the boards to Hamilton. He backhands it. Jersey Orchard will chase after it. Landon Fuller using that big body of his. Now Jeremy Klessens. Fans on his clear attempt. Now pound straight into the middle and Wicks. Good hand-eye, and it goes right on LaBelle for a whistle with 5:33 to go in this second period. 3-0 Trinity Western.
Yeah, that was a good try by Wicks, but no dice. I think, yeah, that's really what it comes down to. SFU could really use, a lucky bounce here or there, but, survive this period. Hopefully maybe in the next 5:33 get a goal, but.
One would surely help their cause into the third period. At least one. Puck sent in near side corner. Hilton battling with Penner. Hamilton's helping out. Puck's cleared. Spafford. Tishka stopped that. Now Penner. Plays it to Jurgenite. Off the boards, and it goes over the stick of Berg, unable to keep it in. Now off the boards. It was Jamison Ree who was there, and he gets checked as he entered the SFU zone by Robinson. Now Kyle Berg, he's got space and he's got time. Kyle Berg coming in. Kyle Berg. Oh, it's off the post as it got through the 5-hole, but it hit the post. And now a chance behind the net. Hilton lost it in his skates, and now Trinity Western's going away, and they got time and space. Spafford, it's a 3-on-1. Spafford cross ice, and it was too bouncing for Joshua Bruce as he had to skip it over the diving SFU player. And he just gulped it. Robinson boards and out. Not out. Lied to you. Penner is able to keep it in. Cross ice near side. Coltolero will play. He enters the zone. Coltolero shoots. Pad save by LaBelle. Coltolero losing it. Puck's played to Sartor. Now off the boards, Jurgenite. Karamish to miss it. Now it falls right to Borinek. Couldn't get around the check of Jennings. Now he's spinning. Plays it down low. Across ice. It was there. As Joseph was wide open on the far side, but a good block. It's able to go the other side. Jalabert will chase it. McMillan's there. Picked up by Stein. Into the middle. Coltolero. He had it wide open. And he misses wide. Nobody was on Coltolero there. He probably didn't know that. If he took maybe one more step, he might have had it. Give away to Sartor. Played into the middle. Trinity Western was changing though, so nobody was there but Karamishtif. Plays it, not really too deep, just past center, and Fuller will pick it up. Enters the zone, shoots, blockered save by Hirosh. Took a deflection and out of play for a whistle on the save.
We've seen a bit more signs of life now over the past few minutes with that chance from Coltolero. It's very much, get one chance, then it comes back to the other end, and then, maybe get another chance, but definitely seen a bit more life in SFU over the last couple minutes.
Face-off bit of a scramble, and SFU's able to wait. Caleb Parkhouse finds Bromhead. Puck's lost, and Parkhouse lost his stick. Just got caught. Shot on and tipped wide. That stick is a very precarious location. That it took a deflection. That might have gone in. Now Pomeroy. Played ahead. It's Johnson for Trinity Western. He'll shoot. Pad save by Hirosh. Fuller is able to get it in, not too deep, but deep enough. And now Bromhead. It goes offside? I guess Bromhead just went before the puck did. And that'll be an offside call on a face-off down in the SFU zone because the result of where the puck was.
Yeah, definitely a lot more excitement right now. Definitely SFU looking a little bit, dicey on some of the defensive side, but they're getting back in with the offensive chances and trying to make something happen, clearly.
I think they're pushing the offense. They're pushing the envelope on the offense.
Yeah, maybe leaving it a little bit exposed, but you kind of need to make something happen.
Yeah, down 3-0 with 2:30 to go in the second period. Ledyard thrown into the middle. That was dangerous as LaBelle was skating back from playing the puck, and it could have taken a bad deflection. Verveda lost control of it. Orchard, I believe, was in there. Wicks was there as well, but Verveda's able to get it to the Trinity Western player. And the puck sent in. Klessens will chase after it. Chin gets there first. Cross gets checked. Lost it. Net comes off after a check. by Chin on Klesson, so the net comes off in a faceoff. Face-off just
SFU entering the box. Chin. So I believe, is that Trinity Western's first power play?
No, I didn't even notice. I guess Chin's getting a penalty for that. Yes, that'll be their first power play of the game as Cameron Chin goes to the box. 2:06 to go in the second period, so pretty much the rest of the second period, assuming there is no goal. Shot, blocked in front and cleared away by SFU, and a good chance here for Trinity Western to really add another nail to that coffin.
Yeah, similar chance to have the same kind of energy as that first period where they really deflated.
With speed, enters the zone. Joss into the middle, puck's there. Ends up on the stick of McMillan after a few pokes. Sator back to McMillan. Winds up, shoots, blocked by Hamilton. Now turning, shot! It was Penner, he had a good opportunity with space, but he missed short side. Joss lost control of it, trying to get it was Hamilton. A very good penalty killer for SFU last year was Jack Hamilton. And now Joss enters the zone. Down low, Penner, wraparound opportunity. Went off the end of his stick. Now Joss takes a shot. And Hirosh has to make a tough save as he was sliding over, but he's able to make it. With the minute gone in the penalty.
Yeah, SFU not allowing too much like right in close to the net, but just with Trinity Western, just with their shooters, you know, just a shot even from afar is a lot more dangerous than maybe SFU's would be used to.
Yeah. Bogris wins the draw, back to Verveda, plays it back to Bogris. Klessens, Pomeroy, Klessens as we've entered the last minute of play into the second period. Klessens shoots. Ooh, could see the angle there, went wide. Pomeroy. Verveda, Klessens had to take it on the backhand. It goes under his stick, so he'll have to regroup. Jeremy Klessens. Bogris pitch and catch. Back to Pomeroy. Plays it back to Klessens. Resets. Pomeroy. Bogris. Pomeroy. Verveda. Into the middle. It was Klessens, but he missed it. And Bogris had to take it off the boards. Plays it back to Pomeroy. He'll shoot, looking for a tip. Goes wide. Rebound chance. Puck's loose. It's there. Hirosh makes the save. The poke was loose. Hirosh was on his backside, and he's able to hold on.
Yeah, that was pretty dangerous right there with a chance for really another huge killer at the end of the second period. Hirosh coming up tall.
Yeah.
I guess maybe not coming up tall. He was on the ground, but having to.
It's a big save.
Yeah,
it's a big
save.
9 seconds to go on the penalty. 15 seconds to go in the period. Face-off's one back, Verveda. Has it. Plays it over to Bogris. It was too far ahead of him, and Jennings. I think he's just going to try and waste time here with no time left, but it might. Bogris spins. It was out of their reach, and that should do it. A 2-goal second period for Trinity Western have added to their lead. It's now 3-0 at the end of 2.
Yeah, tough period for SFU there. You know, I think Trinity Western just really showed their speed. But at the same time, if you're SFU, you're really happy coming out of that period, or maybe not really happy, you're probably actually really unhappy. But that was a big penalty kill at the end of the game to still leave the opening for SFU to kind of come back in this game. So they kind of stopped the bleeding, and they've got to come out in the third period with a lot of energy.
We'll see what they can do as shots are 20-13 in favor of Trinity Western now. And the scoreboard is 3-0, also in favor of the Spartans. We'll be back for the third period between SFU and Trinity Western. weekend or afternoon or wherever we are. It's 5:30 now.
I think you can finally say good evening.
Okay, we're saying good evening. It's Nick Torn alongside Austin Kozakar here for the third period between SFU and Trinity Western. And it's been a tough game for SFU today. They're down 3-0, and you have the details of those goals.
Yeah, well, I guess to start out, it was a good first period for the most part for SFU. They hung, kind of with the big boys. This is, the next level league, USports. But I think just the second period, they really showed, it was tough. But yeah, going to the scoring summary, first period with 34 seconds left, a real deflator for SFU. Trinity Western scored Sartor from Jurgenite and Joss.
Okay.
And then in the second period, Sartor had his second of the night, 15-18 left in the second period from McMillan. And then the third goal, of course, was with 11:56 left from Colby Johnson.
There you go. That's the scoring summary brought to you by us. And down 3-0. They've had about 5 power plays, SFU.
That really hurts. Like SFU, I think they really came out with some energy today, and on some of those power plays, they had some good opportunities early, but that's really hurting them. When you have 5, you can do nothing on them.
And the third goal came off right out of the penalty box for Trinity Western on a bad pass. As Joss has the puck. And then his puck sent down, icing's waved off. Borinek, checked by Cross. Bit of a dangerous play by Orchard, but he's able to find Ledyard, and he's able to get it out. Fuller has lost it. Puck played off the boards. Joss goes under his stick, and now Orchard has it. Ledyard, nice move, gets into Jersey Orchard. He'll shoot! Over the net. Common issue for SFU today, not hitting the net, although that one might have hit the shoulder of LaBelle. Puck off the boards and down. McMillan, Lacasse throws a check. Bromhead's there now. Karamishif steps up into the play, lost it in the skates. Now Bromhead took a shot and hit a stick and goes wide. Spafford tries to clear it, it's kept in. Wicks. As it was hacked it away and then hit the netting up high, and a whistle goes.
Some zone time to start for SFU. Not really too much dangerous there, but if you're SFU, you could see some zone time.
Yeah.
They definitely got to make something happen pretty quick.
They do if they want anything.
And really got to come out like just guns a-blazing.
Bravado round the boards. Colby Johnson's able to get away, and Jeremy Klessens has time and space. Winds up, shoots. Blocker saved by Hirosh. It bounces into the middle, and Parkhouse for SFU is able to bring it down. Gets it to the blue line of Trinity Western and sent right back in. Klessens stumbles. And now it's played into the middle. Bogress shoots, blockered away by Hirosh. Reese steps up, and now Karamishif enters the zone. Trying to find Hilton in the middle. It hit a skate, and Jamison Reese able to come back to collect. He finds Klessens. Tries to chip it in deep. Hit a few sticks. Now Hilton runs into his own man, off the boards, high and out. Pomeroy. Klessens. Puck sent in. Tishka. Lost it, nice moves. Puck off the boards and down. Pomeroy past him. Hilton will chase after it. Adam Oates is back to collect. Brings it around the boards for Spadafora. Cross ice, tipped down. And now Hirosh plays it off the boards. Hilton picks it up. Buddy Johnson backhands it down. Pomeroy's there. Berg watching him. Spadafora into the middle. Steinke picks it up. Vanderhooft sends it down. Tishka. Cross. Back to Tishka. Off the boards. And Borinek intercepts. Jurgenite. McMillan. Nice tip, but it didn't go very far from Tator. And now picking up a Stein who shoots Save made by LaBelle, and he'll hold on for the whistle. Isaac LaBelle has had a good day.
Yeah, and I think he's seeing, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he's seeing his first bit of action this year. In the two previous Trinity Western exhibition games is Berkeley and Raphael Audette in net. So yeah, he's been solid. Played, I believe, 9 games for Trinity Western last year. Again, one of the I guess charter members. I don't know what you describe the former BCIHL.
You could say that as Boryanek enters the zone. It's an offside against Trinity Western, but yeah, you can.
I suppose charter would be first year in USports would probably be. I guess not the remnants from the BCIHL, but we'll call them, I don't know, charter.
Trailblazers.
The veterans, I suppose.
We could think of a number of words. We need a thesaurus to answer our question. As SFU has it in their own zone. Ledyard tipped it on. It's kept in by McMillan, who shoots. It goes high and over the net. Orchard trying to get it out. Cross takes it off his skate. Off the boards looking for Orchard, and then intercepted by Jurgenite and sends it down. Chin will come back. Running the bounds boards, Ledyard. Penner tried to ring it around the boards, but it went straight out of play, and that'll be a whistle.
A little bit of a slower pace this third period.
A bit, as we were just about to enter. Almost 4 minutes gone.
It's maybe where, SFU, it's not as fast and furious this third period. You got 2 teams who played the previous night, but maybe a chance for SFU to.
Well, I think SFU, especially last year, prided themselves on being that fast and furious team. And they used it to their advantage against teams like the very IU Mariners that were big and tough last year, knock you around. But SFU exploited that with their speed and size. So that'll be an offside. Postlero's going to have to tag up. But I think that was something that benefited them, being fast, being furious.
Yeah.
Now Joshua Bruce enters the zone, backhands into the middle. Penner had his stick checked, and it went lazily wide. Fuller shoots, glove save by Hirosh. Holds on for the whistle.
Fire Bruce there, I might have just tried getting the shot off.
Just take the shot, But have that shooter mentality.
He did pass into a pretty good position. But
it's never a bad idea to throw it into the middle. But sometimes you got to just shoot.
Yeah.
I'm one that would just shoot.
I'm thinking, but then I just probably hit the chest and their end of opportunity.
Yeah, we're talking like we would be able to score. And it tipped in! Jamison Reed throws the puck on net. I'm not too sure who tipped it. It went right through the 5-hole Hirosh. It's 4-0 with 15-17 to go, and the hill is much steeper to climb now.
Yeah, and that just kind of came out of nowhere. A lot of the chances we've seen tonight have been a bit more pronounced, but Trinity Western, they came out. They had a big loss last night, and they came determined to avenge that.
Puck played back to the point. Shot by Tishka. Hit a leg in front. Puck's thrown cross ice. Bogris picks it up. If you're SFU, are you maybe trying different lines now, playing the maybe newer players more often?
I think that this would be definitely a time as a coach to sort of see how it works, when you got a little bit maybe less on the line. We already seen a few, like I said, we've seen a few things that the coaching staff probably likes. Like we saw at the beginning a couple of games in a row where it was that Wicks, Ledyard, and Orchard line. But, now is the time to maybe throw things into a blender and see what sticks. And
we'll see what KʷikʷəĽ does. As Garrett Hilton now has it in the SFU zone, or the Trinity Western zone, excuse me. Bogris pulls it away from that tight group along the boards, and Chin. Cross ice. Yeah, that was close to too many men. They avoided it. Vanderhoof is back there for Trinity Western in the SFU zone. Puck's thrown into the middle. Now it's played back to Oates. He'll shoot, goes wide. I think he was looking for a tip. Wicks comes back ahead of Vanderhoof. And now Wicks with speed. Nick Wicks He'll shoot, blockered away. Rebound chance is in the middle, and it falls right to Wicks behind the net as he circled. To the top, to the far side, to behind the net. He just did a complete circle around in the zone. Now Chin. Karamishnev shoots! Toe saved by LaBelle. Wicks, back to Chin. Cuts into the middle, he gets checked. Karamishnev is able to pick it up. Wicks, Chin takes the one-time chance, a great block by Spatafora, but I think he's feeling that one as he took it kind of right in the midsection. Right where there's no padding, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, he's feeling it as he goes back to the bench.
The puck was cleared down. And SFU will try to reset. SFU will want to get at least one here, Fan on the pass attempt, and that had a chance for Borianic to step up. And now Trinity Western has a chance here. But Stein is able to negate that opportunity. LaBelle rings it around, Sator. Throws it cross-eyed, Jos is in there. Back, Borianic shoots, blocked by Cole Tolero. Keanu Robinson was also there. And now Stein enters the zone. Lost it, Borianic lost control of it, but following up.
Cole Tolero looks shaken up as he goes back to the bench.
Never want to see injuries in exhibition, so hopefully there's nothing here. As Borianic plays it to Verveda. Back to McMillan. Trying to make a shot here. Now there's a chance here. Logan Bromhead, he's got a lot of speed. Here comes Logan Bromhead in, shoots, he goes high. Pretty standard for SFU thus far. In this one, as the puck's cleared down, Kyle Jennings will go back for SFU. Brings it around the boards. Bromhead's trying to continue it out. Jennings will follow it up, and he's able to get it up. Bromhead tries to poke it past Pomeroy. Then tied up, and now coming in, shot! Save made by LaBelle, and he'll hold on for a whistle on the shot from Hamilton.
I think one thing that really stands out this preseason is the quality of competition for SFU. They opened the season up against UBC, a storied U Sports institution, and they mostly skated with them. It was 3-0 loss, but closer than one might think. And then they played Okanagan Lakers. They're playing Trinity Western back-to-back. They have a win against Trinity Western yesterday. Not looking so good today. Then they go to Alaska next weekend.
Yes.
They face Fairbanks and Anchorage, some Div 1. Really see where they stack up against it. There's some quality competition in preseason.
Which I think is good for SFU, not just like...
Yeah, come in flying against regular season BCIHL competition, see what it takes to be these, upper level institutions.
Yep. Puck thrown around the boards. Tristan Cross is trying to keep it in. Penner digs it out. Spafford finds Penner again. Through neutral ice into the Trinity zone, or the SFU zone. Spafford. Tried to play it back to the point, and it got past Ree, and he has to think about it. Now he'll enter the zone. As Tristan Cross just laid a hit on Ree, and I think they're going to call that.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. Boarding is the call.
This is a weird looking hit from here. It definitely looked like the head was involved.
It looks like they're just calling boarding, and I guess boarding is kind of one of those calls where you come from far enough just to hit, they're going to call it every time. But Trinity Western gets their second power play of the day. Haven't converted yet,
but
they haven't needed
to. Taking more penalties than they've been receiving more penalties than they've been getting power play. So
as Penner plays it back to McMillan. Sartor. Cross ice. One time McMillan had to take it off the heel of his stick and it got blocked. Borianic. Sartor. Back to Jose. Wasn't able to control it. It took a couple bounces off his stick and they have to restart. Sartor quickly cross ice. A good stick there from Jason Chu. Karamishnev sends it back down. 45 seconds gone in the penalty to Tristan Cross. Bogris. Verveda. Johnson gets checked, and then it's cleared down by Hamilton. Pomeroy restarts for Trinity Western. Plays it ahead to Klessens. Klessens enters the zone. Throws a cross ice. Beautiful pass. Verveda into the middle. He scores! A beautiful passing play from Trinity Western as Klessens goes cross ice to Verveda. And an absolute beautiful pass back to Colby Johnson for his second of the night. It's 5-0.
That's just smooth. See those kind of plays all times where it's going to be like, it's setting up to be something beautiful like that, but it doesn't usually convert that well.
It doesn't go that way.
But that was just on the point.
Yeah, just a perfect initial pass to find Verveda, and then Verveda, an absolute strong pass, and Johnson had the whole net. The whole net.
Yeah, a couple multi-goal nights. Sartor and Colby Johnson with today's 4 goals. Trinity Western.
Hat-trick watch, I guess, is on for both of them. Now that we've said that, who knows?
The old jinx.
The old broadcaster jinx. Whether you believe it or not, I know Gord Miller, one of TSN, does not believe in it.
At least you didn't bring up the other stat that's still on the line.
Yeah.
Although I might have jinxed it.
You might have just jinxed it by saying that, but maybe we don't know what we're talking about. It took me a second what you were talking about. As Trinity Western will start out, finds Vanderhoof. Off the boards and down, he'll chase. Tishka checks him, holding up against the boards. Boryanek's in there, pulls it away, throws it to Jose. Shot by Oates, blockered away by Hirosh. Off the boards to center, and now turning around is Boryanek. He's got a shot, blockered away by Hirosh. Buddy Johnson for SFU backhands it off the boards and down. McMillan then plays it back to Johnson, and he tries to play it in deep. He can't. Oates played across. And Chu sent it in deep. Oates. Sartor. Boryanek. Joss with speed. Enters the zone. Shoots! He just got way under that, and it went out of play for a whistle. Karamishtif plays it head for Berg, who's able to check it. Now numbers here. Jalabert drops it. Hamilton. Oh! Then a rebound chance as LaBelle made the save. And I think a beautiful play was almost set up as Hamilton, I don't think was really shooting. He was just kind of putting it in a good area for somebody to get on. As an icing call against Trinity Western, we'll have a face-off there, but SFU's trying.
Yeah, well, I think, now is, 5-0. It's the game's a lot more out of reach, we'll just say. But there's a lot of pride. Get one in the net. Heck, get a couple in the net. Make it a bit closer. Make Trinity Western a little bit nervous.
Shot on, goes wide. LaBelle shoots it. Jennings steps up, throws it into the middle, and the puck's bouncing and pulled away again. Penner, poke check by Robinson. Robinson tries to turn, but he ran into the body of Penner. And now Spafford has it. Played it to the far side boards. Whistle goes. Robinson's down on the ice. And Trinity Western is getting a trip. Oh, wait, I think Robinson's also getting a cross-check. So that's going to be, oh, God, what's that word?
Coincidental minors?
Coincidental minors, thank you.
We see a lot of those. But our first today.
Yeah, first today, I'd forgotten the word. Yes, coincidental minors, so, but I believe, yeah, no, we'll still skate 5-on-5. That is what we'll do. Scramble draw here And SFU is able to pull it away. Bromhead with speed. Tries to cut it in the middle, but a good defensive effort by Pomeroy, then a big check. Jurgenite misses it. Cross, poke, checks. Then it's thrown down, and that will be icing.
And then for, I guess, getting back into BCIHL action, we talked a little bit about what's coming up with the Alaska trip, but BCIHL regular season action starts for SFU October 1st. And it'll be another 3:45 game here at Bill Copeland. They open up the season at home against the Vancouver Island Mariners.
I'll be there. Will you be there?
I anticipate being so.
Sounds good to me. As Tristan Cross takes a shot on Isaac Lebel. Now, Isaac Lebel, we mentioned he's been on this team for a long time. He's back in the BCIHL days. He's a guy that's always played SFU really well. I think SFU's always had a hard time playing a guy like Isaac Lebel.
Yeah, definitely. He's just one of those goalies. I think Trinity Western goalies have always kind of had SFUs.
Yeah.
You know, I'm thinking of days of, I think, Lucas Mills, Silas Mathis.
Yes.
They've had a lot of goalies that can give SFU some nightmares.
Thrown cross ice. Nick Wicks takes a shot. It's got stick check, so it wasn't as strong of a shot as he might have wanted. It was thrown into the middle, I believe, by Wicks and hit a skate, and it bounced nicely. But nobody was there, unfortunately. Cross. Chin. Back to Cross. Off the boards, Ledyard. Wicks. Oh, Wicks almost had an opportunity. Ledyard will take a shot. It's right on Lebel and then hold on for a whistle with 5:51 to go in this third period. Trinity Western up 5-0.
And for SFU and that Hirosh, think he probably figures as the third goalie. It's going to be a crowded crease. They've got 3 capable goaltenders, but with the experience of Dolan and Henderson, you got to figure that they're probably the 1A and the 1B source this season.
Yep.
But Hirosh, some good competition getting to see Trinity Western and get a game and net against them.
Yeah, you have to think Cale Dolan will be the guy going in.
But Henderson, he has a pretty good track record too, and Hirosh, he's got a pretty good track record from junior, but
shot on, and Hirosh will make that save as he saw it the whole way. Yeah,
I have to kind of figure out probably a 1A, 1B sort of situation with Dolan and Henderson, maybe depending on what the coaching staff's seen.
Well, you've seen it on SFU before with KʷikʷəĽ. I mean, when we were early on, it was like Lyndon Stanwood and Jordan Liam, and then it was Stanwood.
They really like having two.
Sandrin, and they often do that 1A, 1B scenario. Like nobody really has a lockdown on the job.
But with 3 solid goalies, they also have the option for 1A, 1B, and then even a solid 2.
Joe centers, sharp angle shot, save made by Hirosh, and he'll hold on for the whistle with 5:09 to go. Like the John Cena theme song on the speakers. Why are you playing John Cena's theme song on the speakers? I love it. I love it. Judgment Day 2004. Let's go, eh? Anyway, the time is now for SFU to get a goal, maybe, if they want. But I don't think Trinity Western's going to let that happen too easily. They've been the JBL to John Cena's side. Pomeroy. Fuller. Near side. Jalabert's battling in there. Now a nice move by Spatafor to get around Buddy Johnson. And throws it cross-eyed to Vanderhoof. And Chu is able to snuff that out. Back to Tishka. Nice pass up ahead. It's Bromhead. Lost control of the puck as he tried to get around Fuller, and Fuller's not an easy man to get around. Pomeroy. Fuller near side. Into the middle, looking for Klessens. It went under his stick. Now Colby Johnson plays it off the boards. Gets it out. Jennings enters the zone offside. And a whistle goes.
And the two players in the box, Robinson and Penner, their penalties are over.
I keep wanting to say Dustin Penner. It's not Dustin Penner. I can confirm this is Jarrett Penner. No relation, I don't believe, but Dustin Penner, former Duck, former Oiler.
I feel like he's on the LA Kings too.
The Kings, I believe he was on that team as well. Jürgen for Trinity Western. Tries to find Jamison Rhee, who gets to this red line and sends it in. Now Penner tries a jam play, but he wasn't able to get a good shot on. Spafford. Penner. Jürgen brings it around, and that's going to be a penalty all day long. Are they calling it against SFU? What? Roche, rebound chance. Another rebound chance. It's under Hirosh. I am so confused. Okay, now they're playing the Edge theme song. What is going on? But I'm a little confused as to SFU how they're getting the penalty. He got taken down. What's the call? So they're calling holding on Jacob Lacasse, who got taken down. Was it because of his hold? I don't know. But I still can't get over. Why are they playing WWE theme songs? You ever watch WWE, Austin?
I actually, not too much, but I did watch, when I was working in Dawson Creek, I watched WrestleMania at the BP Boston Pizza there. They were playing it there on like pay-per-view, I guess. And,
That's amazing.
Nothing better than a few beers at Boston Pizza watching WrestleMania.
Watching WrestleMania.
In Dawson Creek.
Sounds like a perfect evening, really. I used to be much into the WWE, not so much anymore, but shot on as it goes wide. Penner checked by Cameron Chin. Now the puck's pulled loose. Around the boards. Back to the point, McMillan. Shot by Jose, save made. Then a rebound chance, it goes wide. Jose. Sartor. Jose. McMillan. Shot looking for a tip, goes wide. Sartor to Penner. Jose. McMillan off his stick, and it comes out, and a reset. Sartor. Borinek. McMillan. Parkhouse trying to clear it out. Jose is able to keep it in. Borinek. Fanned on his pass attempt twice, and he's able to control and reset. Thinking about what he wants to do. He's able to get to the point. Jose under the stick of Hamilton. Now Borinek takes it off the boards, down low. Fuller cuts in, shoots. Or sorry, Penner shoots. Rebound chance. And it goes wide. Sartor looking into the middle. Can't. Now played back to McMillan. 20 seconds to go in the penalty to Lacasse. Shot on, goes wide. Hirosh has lost his glove. He's got it back on. Cleared, not out. Sartor, cross ice. One-time chance, save made by Hirosh, and he's trying to collect it, but he pokes it. And Bromhead's able to get it out with that poke. And Lacasse is out of the box with 1:20 to go in this third period. Pomeroy. Bogress offside. Just entered a little too quickly. Shots 33 to 19 in favor of Trinity Western as they really cranked it up in that second period and third.
Yeah, it really started out close. I think it's just that case of where the team speed, you can sort of play up to that level like maybe for a long time, but if things don't start going in, if pucks don't start going in the net, then you eventually get kind of tired and the other team can kind of take over.
Puck's cleared out. Robinson's there. And we'll try to make something happen. Robinson, Wicks. Deep. Now Klessens is able to get it out. Working hard, Colby Johnson. He's on that hat trick watch. Under 30 seconds to go to do it. Now Ledyard bounces over his stick. Backhands it in. LaBelle. Rung around the boards. And now Klessens. Enters the SFU zone. Drops it for Bogres. Throws it cross ice. Had to take it off the skate. Was Vanderhoof. And now a chance here for SFU with under 5 to go. Wicks spins. Trying to find Berg. Fuller's in the way. Cleared around. And that should do it. Buzzer sounds. Trinity Western with a comeback after last night's loss. They win 5-0 in pretty convincing fashion and a shutout for Isaac LaBelle.
Yeah, a tough game for SFU. You've got to think going into this that you would have probably been happy to take the split. I think you would have maybe ideally had the win at home and maybe the loss at George Preston. But, you know, SFU after a great game yesterday had a bit less of a good one tonight. But great game by Trinity Western. Multi-goal games by Michael Sator and Colby Johnson. A shutout by Isaac LaBelle. I think those are sort of your 3 stars of the night.
Yeah, well, not that we're doing 3 stars, but yes.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
But, you know, like I said, SFU's got some really good preseason competition, playing against 2 U Sports teams, one of them back-to-back, flying to Alaska. I'm very curious next week to hear next week and how they do in Alaska. And then it's off to regular season, off to races, and that's when you'll see us again. October 1st versus Vancouver Island University at 3:45 once again.
Yeah, it'll be an exciting time.
As SFU continues their challenge to repeat that last year.
Yeah, that'll be a tough thing to do. But they'll take this one in a loss tonight from Trinity Western out of U Sports, a 5-0 win. They're up to Alaska next week, and then we'll be here, as you mentioned, for some regular season action in the BCIHL. Nick Torin alongside Austin Goatscar. We will see you October 1st.